Hello guys! Yesterday the head of Ukrainian intelligence service, Mr. Budanov, celebrated his birthday, and it looks like he celebrated it in Belgorod. Because today from the news we'll learn about the successful raid of Ukrainian intelligence officers to Belgorod, Russian Federation. The only thing I want to wish Mr. Budanov for his next birthday is to organize a loud party in Kremlin. My name is Anna and I vlog daily from Ukraine since the start of the brutal Russian invasion. So if you're new to the channel, you support Ukraine, please subscribe and help us fight against Russian propaganda and fake narratives. And my longtime friends, check your subscription status and hit notification button. So today we are going to discuss a successful Ukrainian operation on the territory of Russia. Something that seemed totally impossible at the start of invasion. But you know the phrase that I often like to repeat in my videos, war always returns home, and its home is Russian Federation. It was something difficult to imagine back in 2022, and today we know that a number of such raids were conducted, but most importantly, they are not just for the collection of information, but also for the destruction of the facilities that occupants use for further offensive on Ukraine, and also for neutralizing of some of their people. This is war. So what we know, Ukrainian intelligence service learned that Russian units close to Ukraine, because Belgorod is the region that borders with Ukraine, were dissatisfied with the level of command, with the level of supplies, and they invited some kind of checking commission from Moscow. And they were getting ready for it. So there were lots of work. They were busy building, doing something, pretending that everything is perfect. And exactly in this moment, Ukrainian intelligence officers visited them. Remember to subscribe to demonstrate your solidarity and to observe Ukrainian way to the victory. So, within this really brief but extremely effective raid, Ukrainian agents managed, first of all, to mine the only road that they used to travel to some of the command points in Belgorod region. And we don't know how many people, I mean like orcs, I'm sorry, because these are people who constantly shell Ukraine, who constantly cause destruction and death in my country. So how many people actually travel this mined road, but this will be problematic for them in future, and maybe some have already traveled to hell. Also, they've destroyed a number of the posts that they use for the observation and for the preparation of offensive on Ukraine. Also, the thing that we have to remember, it's extremely important from the psychological point of view. Because for decades, Russia was creating an image of an extremely strong and well-protected country. You all remember the rumors about the second strongest army in the world and now second strongest army in Ukraine. The same is about the protection of Russia, because you can easily travel through their borders, which is a sign of, once again, a dying empire. Another important message that this situation reminds us is the fact that at the beginning of invasion, Putin threatened everyone. If someone ever reaches Russia, targets Russia, shells Russia, immediate nuclear answer. And now we see lots of military objects are on fire in Russia, including strategic military plants like in Chelyabinsk. There planes are destroyed, airfields destroyed, and Ukrainian intelligence officers and other soldiers travel freely to the territory of Russian Federation, and what? Nothing. This is another proof that Putin, together with his big country, is a bully, and we all know that bullies are cowards. The only thing they do, they threaten, they frighten, but at the same time they are hiding. Putin is hiding somewhere in a bunker, or maybe like a couple of Putins are hiding in a couple of bunkers. But same is with their population. They pretend they don't notice the war. They pretend they don't notice people killed on this war from the Russian side. They do not protest because they are afraid. Not always because they like it, but because they are very much afraid. But it is also a huge problem, and an answer to it is to demonstrate them power, because the only thing that bullies are afraid is power, and that's the only thing they respect. So unfortunately, by demonstrating understanding, tolerance, or concerns, you cannot win such bullies as Putin. And raids like Ukrainian intelligence officers organized recently are very persuasive. And I hope we will hear more, and hopefully, yes, one day we will see Budanov's birthday party in Kremlin, though it's too decorated. I don't know if you've noticed but Russian politicians, which are also Russian oligarchs, because oligarchy is inseparable from Russian politics, they extremely like this opulent style, full of gold, full of expensive things that are very in contrast with the realities of huge territories of Russia. And also, we have some updates from the explosions in Crimea, which took place yesterday. And not only the command post was destroyed, but also some of the air defense systems and some of the fields that were used for drones, which is important because Crimea is now used by Russians as a military base. This is a problem because it's easier for them to attack front lines from this position, and also because they are spoiling everything in Crimea, including its beautiful nature. So the sooner it returns to Ukraine, the better. Remember to subscribe if you're new to the channel, and also subscribe to my Instagram, Threads, and Twitter, and join our Discord community. Check our new items in the merch shop. The link is in the description of this video. And thank you so much for buying me coffees, becoming my patrons, and inspiring more. And most importantly, thank you for standing with Ukraine. Slava Ukraini!